Welcome everybody. I am going to do a little unboxing, actually a big unboxing, because I just got this huge collection. Actually, I bought it last weekend. I brought a carload home last weekend, and then this weekend, I brought home the rest. I rented a little U-Haul truck, and there's about 100 boxes in here. There's some more boxes out in the storage room. I don't know how much I'm going to get through today. Most of these, I have never seen what's in most of these boxes, so it's going to be pretty exciting. I know based on the stuff that I picked up last weekend, this stuff is going to be really, really cool. Lots of really, really old stuff. Tons of kids' books, Americana, a little bit of everything. Honestly, it's going to be a crazy variety. Ooh, that's a nice leather binding. Moore's Irish Melodies in a really nice full leather binding. That's great. I wish it was a tiny bit better condition, but the covers are still attached. That one's gonna be great. Welcome, Tennyson. Glad you could make it. Wow, this is awesome. Wow. I love this one. Holy buckets. Every page has a border, a lot of great illustrations, and a fantastic leather binding. Fancy leather binding. I wonder if it's signed. Let's see. 1846. Yep, bound by Webb in Liverpool. There's the bookbinder right there. Man, that one is fantastic. Most of these will be up on eBay here in the next few weeks. Um, Again, there's almost 100 boxes here, so it's going to take me a little while. Check it out. This was the one of the bigger collections I've ever bought. I think I bought one collection that was probably over 300 boxes. This was about 150 boxes total between the 2 days. A treatise on febrile diseases, 1809. The gentleman that these came from was a physician, so he's going to have lots of cool medical books. Welcome, Doc. Glad you could make it. I have almost 100 boxes in here ready to go. Lots of really, really early stuff. And then the gentleman also was a book, or he repaired books, so he did a lot of these bindings himself. This looks like a really old German book, an old religious book, some sort of Bible correspondence, published in 1776. It is in German, but still very cool. 1776 German book. Annual register, it looks like for the year 1814. This was a British book that came out every year that would talk about all the history, there was reviews of all the new books that came out, lots of political stuff. Do I have any other religious books? Yep, absolutely. I have tons. No, I can't do a backflip, but I have tons of religious books. If you don't know, I'm eBay seller Animal Vet 52. I think you can find a link to my eBay in the description of my YouTube video. Should be able to find it all. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a great Sunday. History of Ireland from the Invasion of King Henry II by Thomas Leland. This is just volume 2, but it was published in 1774. How cool is that? 1774. It's not too often I come across early stuff like this, especially locally. Here's an old German, some sort of German volume, published in 1895. It's in German, so I can't read it. Maybe some of you can read it. Anyone in the chat know German? Who knows? Maybe we have some viewers from Germany. Let me know where you're all from. If you don't know, I'm in Marshfield, Wisconsin. It's kind of right in the middle of the state. All right, what do we have next? Again, lots of really, really early stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Sports, an old sport book. Let's see. Sport with Gun and Rod of America in American Woods and Waters, edited by Alfred Mayer. This is volume 2, published in 1884. Cool book on sports. Hunting and fishing. There you go. You got sporting dogs, hunting with hound dogs. Got some quail or partridge, whatever those are. We got some fishing stuff. Oh, there we go. Not sure what kind of fish that is. Again, 1884 hunting book. It's only volume 2, but still, from being from 1884, that's cool enough. Oh, this one's cool. This one has illustrations by Maxfield Parrish. He was a really great artist. I think from the early 1900s is when he did most of his artwork, and then he illustrated a bunch of books as well. There's a ton of really great kids' books in this collection. The Poems of Childhood. That one was published in 1904. Nice copy of that one. I'm not sure what this one is. A big leather book. And again, he did really great binding repairs. He replaced the spine and then put what was left of the original spine over his new leather. Otherwise, the cover was probably falling off on this book. Maybe there were some pages detached. The gentleman that owned these books did a really good job repairing them. The American Encyclopedia of History, Biography, and Travel by Thomas Prescott, 1858. Again, this book is 170 years old. And again, this he did really great work repairing a lot of these. Welcome, everyone. Feel free to hit the like button. Throw a chat down there if you want to let me know where you're from. Another old U.S. history book. Again, he did really great work repairing the spine and the cover hinges on some of these. The U.S. Manual of Biography and History, containing the lives of presidents and vice presidents of the U.S. and the cabinet officers, also the lives of the signers of Declaration of Independence, by James V. Marshall, 1856. Welcome, Grayson. I see you in the chat. Grayson, you're going to love some of these books. I don't know how much you buy. Well, you do buy a lot online. So you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on my eBay auctions, or send me a message if you find something you like here. Let's see. I think this is some sort of medical reprint. Let's see. Statical Essays Containing Hemostatics. Volume 2 by Stephen Hales. Originally published in 1733. This is a modern reprint. Nothing too exciting about that one. Gaskell's Compendium of Forms. This is kind of a business manual, but then there's also stuff on etiquette. Let's see, you got wedding etiquette, you got the etiquette of dinner parties, social etiquette. There's lots of business stuff, how to, let's see, landlord and tenant, insurance. Then there's a big section on letter writing as well. A lot of great typographical stuff. How to do your ledgers and accounting. I want to show off some of the typography stuff, but this is kind of a difficult book to hold. But again, Compendium of Forms. Not the most rare book, but I don't know how many. I haven't seen too many that are the leather-bound editions. I don't source. Grayson, you don't source from eBay? I source a ton of stuff from eBay. This was just kind of a fluke that I was able to buy a collection locally. And actually, I know some people don't buy on eBay because they get scammed, or maybe something isn't as described. But I've had pretty good luck buying on eBay over the years. Dictionary of Science, Literature, and Art, 1843. So cool dictionary from 1843. Again, with the spine repaired pretty nicely. The Queen's Gift Book in Queen Mary's Convalescence Auxiliary Hospitals. There's Queen Mary herself, I assume. No date on that one. Early 1900s. Looks like it's just a book of short stories, children's stuff. Let's see. Here is a bundle. Just a bundle of old books. Nothing too exciting about those, I don't think. This might end up being my longest video ever, unless I get tired and want to end early. But I think I counted 90 some boxes today. Plus, there's some that I put out in the storage shed to deal with later in the week. And I don't know. At some point, I need to clean this up. The bookstore is closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so luckily I don't have it. It doesn't have to be too presentable until Wednesday. But I don't know. I should probably work on getting this stuff organized a little bit, put away. This might end up being a 3-hour video. I don't know. Let's see. The annual review, 1778. The annual register. Okay. They have the spine label as the annual review, but it is the annual register from 1778. This is a first edition, published in 1779. And then obviously this one has some stuff on the Revolutionary War. Let's see. Chapter 5, Subscription for American Prisoners, State of Public Affairs, Scheme for Raising a Body of Troops to Supply the Loss at Saratoga. Again, great Revolutionary War contents. Especially the 1776 one has the Declaration of Independence. The 1787 one has the U.S. Constitution. One of them has George Washington's farewell address. That one's pretty valuable as well. The Ideal Life, again, spine's been nicely repaired. The Ideal Life, or The Royal Road to Success and Happiness. Oh, there you go. Exercise. Everything you need to know about Victorian exercise, sympathy, economy, truthfulness, industry, virtue, duty, footprints in the sand. Just a great Victorian era moral book. Castles Magazine from 1908. I don't know if I don't sell too many Castles Magazine. I don't know if there's anything overly interesting in these. Suppose there's probably something. Let's see the authors. We got Kipling. We got Joseph Conrad. I think this was more of a British magazine, so probably more catered toward British authors. Illuminated Illustrations of the Bible. Not sure about this one. Illuminated Illustrations of the Bible copied from Select of the Middle Ages by J.O. Westwood, published in 1846. Wow, that one's very cool. 1846 book with some reproductions of medieval illuminated Bible sheets. Looks like there's some pages detached and loose, but nice leather binding on that one. That one's very cool. Pictorial History of the War in the U.S., published in 1860, or the Wars of the U.S., so that would cover the Revolutionary War, War of 1812, what else? The French and Indian Wars. It's from 1860, so right before the Civil War. It's not going to have that one yet. Let's see what Max has to say. Yeah. No giveaways, Max, but I will certainly sell you all these books at a very reasonable price. And you know what? Maybe Max will buy some Christmas gifts if he's offering. Oh, and this one also covers this the Texas America, or what? The Texas, no. What was the war between Texas and Mexico? The Mexican-American War. There we go. This one has some hand-colored plates as well. There you got the Battle of Okeechobee. Cool. Very cool. Oh, Little Black Sambo. If you didn't watch one of my videos from last week, I have tons of Black Americana books and lots of copies of Little Black Sambo. Most of these aren't dated, so it's kind of tough to tell when they're from. Story of Little Black Sambo. Oh, that one's pretty. Again, the spine's been nicely repaired. The Happy Home, Volume 3, Parlor Magazine, 1856. Some of these have great illustrations, and then some of them have like Edgar Allan Poe or something really interesting, so that makes them more valuable. I don't see any authors listed on here, so I'll have to do a little research. Yeah, I might sell some of these on Whatnot Max. If you don't know, I'm Animal Vet 52 on eBay, and Whatnot. Definitely go give me a follow on both of those. Oh, this one has some great. I know people like the color floral plates as well. All right, last one for this box. Oh, Mackenzie's Recipes. This one's cool. I think the first edition of this one was in the 1830s, but it's an old cookbook. Mackenzie's 5,000 Recipes. Oh, it's dated in pencil 1829. I don't know if that's correct, but it has a complete family library relative to agriculture, bees, bleaching, brewing, calico printing, carving at the table, cements, confectionery, cookery, crayons, dairy, diseases, distillation, etc., etc., etc. Everything that you need to know. And again, 5,000 recipes. Here we got medicines for indigestion. We got gelatin wine. Take gelatin root and dried lemon peel, fresh. Of each, take 1 ounce, 2 drams of long pepper, and 2 pints of mountain wine. Infuse without heat for a week, and strain out the wine for use. In complaints of the stomach arising from weakness or indigestion, a glass of this wine may be taken an hour before dinner and supper. There you go. Don't try that at home. But if you were alive in the 1830s, last one. A really nice Life of Jesus Christ. Again, the spine's been nicely repaired. Again, he took books that were probably falling apart. Maybe the covers were already detached, and cleaned them up and made them usable again. Appreciate that. I mean, otherwise, if the covers were falling off and the spine was pretty damaged, this book really wouldn't have a ton of value. Life of Our Savior, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ by Reverend John Fleetwood, 1848. And I think, yep, this one's illustrated as well. Got some nice color plates. And again, beautiful covers. I love the covers on that one. Dang, that was an exciting box. I don't think all of the boxes are going to be quite this exciting. But that one has, 10 stunning books. All of them are really saleable. Most times I buy book collections. A majority of them aren't too exciting. Yeah, that's a great recipe book. I've had copies of that one in the past. It's probably been a couple years since I had a copy of Mackenzie's 5,000 Recipes. Just so you know, this may be a very, very long video, so you might need to take a break, come back, and watch a little later. Or you can always watch the replay. Alright, we got the Encyclopedia of English Literature, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Probably not the most exciting book in the world. Let's see, the Encyclopedia of English Literature, a selection of the choicest productions of English authors, edited by Robert Chambers in 2 volumes, 1847. Okay, it's 1847. Looks like it is nicely illustrated as well, with some extra little prints thrown in. Oh, that one's kind of cool. We got the Gentleman's Magazine, 1784. Some of these have maps. I don't know. The Gentleman's Magazine and Historical Chronicle for 1784. This is part 1. Some of these have great maps. I don't know. Have to do a little research. Figure out if there's anything. The Great Bridge of Boats at Rouen in the remains of the ancient stone bridge. Great illustrations, if nothing else. The handle of the cross found in Bosworth Field. I would assume this one might have some Revolutionary War contents. Though I've dealt in a lot of the annual registers. The Gentleman's magazine, not so much. We got the works of Robert Burns, 1838. Again, really nicely repaired. This one has a facsimile title page and frontispiece. Otherwise, it seems to be mostly complete. Oh, tons of illustrations in this one. There's a big set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it looks like there's 6 of these. Open this one up. A picturesque view of the seats of the noblemen and gentlemen of Great Britain and Ireland. This is volume 6. No date. These are from, what do you think, 1860s? 1850s, 60s, 70s, something like that. All right, very cool. Beautiful books. Oh, there's a little one. I missed a little one. Oh, the Book of Household Pets. That's cool. Let's see. The Books of Household Pets and How to Manage Them. Copyright 1866. This one has caged birds, talking birds, pigeons, fancy pigeons, domestic fowl, ducks, rabbits, squirrels, dogs, the opossum, raccoon, guinea pigs, the mouse, the saltwater aquarium. That's cool. Cool 1866 book on household pets. The crow. No. Yeah, the crow. Talking birds. The macaw. We got some parrots. That's very cool. 1866 book of household pets. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. One of the cool things about these, most of the boxes are either marked rare books, antique books, or children's books. I don't think there's going to be too much junk in these boxes. Oh, we got some Harper's Weekly from 1869. I know people love these Harper's Weeklies. Huge books, especially if they have anything. Oh, look at that. Poultry exhibition. People love the artwork in these. Let's see if there's any cool Christmas ones. I know people go crazy, especially if you can find some Thomas Nast illustrations. Nope, this one only covers up to November. So no Christmas illustrations. Here we have Harper's Weekly from 1876. Harper's Weekly from 1877. I know I dug out some Harper's last week when I brought home some of these books. And I'm hoping for some of the Civil War ones. Those are the ones that get the big money. Harper's Weekly, 1888. Welcome, Miss Lachey. Hope you're doing all right. And then Harper's Weekly, 1871. These books are huge. I don't know what the going rate. It's been a long time since I've had any of the Harper's Weekly. I've had some of the Harper's magazines, the small ones. But these big buggers, I think they sell for probably $100 up for most of the volumes. And again, the Civil War ones are really good. I don't know what else people really look for the Harpers. Alright, I like that. Rare books. Oh, cookbooks. I do love me some cookbooks. Lowney's cookbook. Let's see if there's a date. 1907. I don't know what's in the rest of the box, but one cookbook. That's cool. Washington Irving, Life of George Washington. We have volume 4 and 5 and volume Volume 2, 3, 4, and 5. So hopefully Volume 1's hiding in here somewhere. Though I don't see it right off the bat. Oh, Annual Register, 1762. One of the early annual registers, maybe it's the first one, has 4 maps, and that one's always really good. The Artist, London. Got The Life of President Garfield. That one's not too exciting. Usually I don't think, even for the nicest copy, I don't know if I could get more than 50 bucks for it. The Encyclopedia of Science, Literature, and Art. Kind of a cool dictionary type book. Let's see if there's a date. I don't see a date on that one. Maybe 1870s. We got Our Young Folks, 1866. Oh, got some G.A. Henty. There were some G.A. Henty books that I unboxed last time. He wrote mostly kind of rags to riches, adventure type books. 80 Years Progress of the U.S., The History of American Enterprise. That one's pretty cool. Lots of great topics. Bookbinding, furniture, petroleum, zinc, the mining industry. Well, that's cool. Old sewing machines. I think this one's from the 1870s. I've had quite a few copies of this in the past. Oh, there we go. Different examples of carriages. This book has a little bit of everything on farming, mining, manufacturing, industry, all kinds of scientific type topics. I used to sell that one all the time, but it's been a while. I have no idea what the market is for that book anymore. Used to be very collectible. So we got 4 books. Life of George Washington by Washington Irving. Gotta try to track down the last volume of that. This may end up being like a 2-hour video, depending how my phone battery does. And again, I think all of these boxes are going to have some gems in them. This will probably keep me busy for at least a month on eBay. Probably not too much longer. We got the Popular Monthly, Volume 6. Oh, that's Frank Leslie's Popular Monthly, 1876. I think this is just a book of short stories and history, stuff like that. Volume 2. What do we got here? We got the Antons Encyclopedia. Volume 1, 2, and 3. It says it's a set of 5. So hopefully there's 2 more volumes of that. And then we got some more Leslie's Popular Monthlies. Again, these are all really nicely illustrated. Hundreds of illustrations in all these books. A little commercial break. If you don't know, I'm eBay seller Animal Vet 52. I auction off all my books. Start them at 99 cents plus shipping. No reserves. They bring whatever they bring. So there's definitely some deals every night of the week. Definitely worth checking out. All right, we got Miss Leslie's American Girls book. Again, with the spine repaired. Oh, nice little colored frontispiece there. The American Girls book by Miss Leslie. No date. I would guess that's 1850s. Oh, no. Copyright 1831. I don't know if it's quite that early. And again, lots of original hand-colored illustrations. That was pretty cool. Webster's Practical Letter Writing. Oh, the Massachusetts Constitution. Is this the one from 1805? 1807. I've had some copies of this one before. This has the Massachusetts Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and George Washington's farewell address. This one's published in 1807. I think the first edition was 1805. But it is still very cool to have a book from the early 1800s with the U.S. Constitution, Declaration of Independence, George Washington's farewell address, and the Massachusetts Constitution. It's been a while since I've had a copy of those. And actually, most of the copies I have, they were just printed kind of cheaply. And a lot of the covers on the copies of that I've seen are pretty well destroyed. Poetry for Children, 1834. Let's see, 1807 is this annual register. Nope, it is a gentleman's magazine from 1807. I like great marbled edges. Let's see, we got a gentleman's magazine from 1824. Again, I don't know, I really have sold hardly any of the gentleman's magazine, so I have no idea what the interesting ones are. There's 1888. Oh, we got St. Louis Bookkeeper in the house. Welcome, Wardell. I'm glad you could make it. Nope, sorry, no magazines. Not in this collection. I'll keep you in mind, Wardell. Definitely send them your way. Wardell is the king of adult magazines. Great illustrations in this one. This was 1788. Again, that one might have some Revolutionary War type contents in it. I'm not sure. History of England. I think I got a bunch of volumes of these in the last pick. Let's see what volume this is. This is volume 7. I'm going to set that one aside. The History of England as well, ecclesiastical as civil. Volume 7, published in 1729. I better set that one aside. Another History of England. I think this is a different set. Or from a different set. No, it is volume 15. Again, by that same author. I better set that one aside too. Holy buckets, how big is that set? Okay, let's try to set those aside. I know where the ones are from last week, so let's put all those together. Another Gentleman's Magazine, 1822, and Gentleman's Magazine... Let's check a year on this one. 1859. And the last one, oh, Guns, Domestic Medicine. Okay, I have some Guns, Domestic Medicine, published the early printings at U.S. printings. This is Guns, Domestic Medicine, second edition, 1834. That one's pretty cool. And actually, another cool thing, it was published in Madisonville, Tennessee. People always like if you can find the kind of southern printings of those. Most of them are published in Philadelphia, New York, stuff like that. So if you can find like the West Virginia or the Nashville or the Georgia printings, those are really cool. All right, I'm gonna leave those out there. So if you're just tuning in, I went back and bought the rest of the collection that I unboxed last week. Last week I brought home like 25 boxes. Today I brought home over 90. So it's a crazy big collection. And again, really, really great quality stuff. The Fort Dearborn Gift Book. Is this an old catalog, I assume? Dun, dun, dun. Yep, it is an old catalog. What do we got? We got furniture. Let's find a year. I always like to find a year on this stuff. Wholesale catalog. Looks like out of Chicago. Boom, 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 boom. I'm guessing 1930s. Yep, 1932. There's the date. I really love these old catalogs. Check it out. So it's from the 1930s. You got the clocks. Oh, you got the mixers, the Sunbeam mixer. You can still find those at auctions and garage sales and stuff. Probably hiding in grandma's attic. You got the silverware. Very Art Deco type stuff. Got the servingware. Umbrellas. Getting into the jewelry and the cosmetics. Again, very Art Deco style, 1930s. Cool catalog. The Illustrated Fort Dearborn gift book. That one's pretty cool. I love the old catalogs. We have Captain Kidd. I think I've seen a copy of this one before. Captain Kidd book and Judge Annual. See if there's a year on that one. 1920s. Up next, we have the popular Recreator. Assume this is a magazine having to deal with recreation. Key to Indoor and Outdoor Amusements, Volume 1. What do we got? The frontispiece of all kinds of different sports. You got cricket and what's that sport called? I don't remember. Rowing, horse riding, boxing. Let's see if there's a date on this one. You got fishing, bicycles, pool, boats, butterfly collecting, casting, chess, cricket, croquet, there we go. Driving, electrotyping, eggs, featherwork, fencing, games of the playground, home pets, woodworking, kite making, paper making, the magic lantern. That one's pretty cool. 38, page 38. Ooh, yeah, there's cool. Cool illustration, the magic lantern, and fencing. Again, cool old book on. Whoa. See that price tag? $325. I don't know if it's actually worth $325 when I auction it off. It might bring $50 to $100, but it's cool nonetheless. I don't think it's quite gonna bring $325. History of Dallas County, Texas. I always do well with these big old history books. Dallas County, Texas. You don't get too many of the Texas history books in the U.S. The Girls' Old Annual from 1890 to 1891. Again, nice little bound periodical. And we have Pearl's Popular Educator, 1885. Oh, there we go. Astronomy. Some great astronomy charts. Got some maps. Some letter writing stuff. That one's great. Similar to the form book that I showed off earlier. All right, that was a great box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great books in that one. All right, let me get a sip of water. And again, if you're watching, feel free to let me know where you're from. I like figuring out where my watchers are. Last week, we had someone from India. I think we had someone from Tennessee. We had someone from Florida. I think someone from Ireland. The Chatterbox, 1884. Ooh, kids' books. Okay, so there's probably 20 boxes that are marked kids' books. Really early stuff. Merry Doings of Childhood. Most of these aren't dated, but they're right around 1900, 1890s. So like maybe 1910. Heroes from Fairyland. Traveling Bears of Outdoor Sports. Fishing. The Traveling Bears Go Fishing. Uh-oh. Brilliant. Babyland. Wide Awake Pleasure Book. Field Rompers. Again, this is all like Victorian era stuff. Little Wide Awake. Jolly Days. Sunday, published in 1891. Dang, that one's really nice and clean. That's a great copy. Fun on the Merry-Go-Round. A lot of these were published. That one's by W.B. Conkey Company. A lot of these were McLaughlin. Children's Thoughts in Song and Story. Happy Hours in Storyland. Yep, there you go. McLaughlin Brothers. And see, a lot of these were repaired, so that one has a new spine with the original cloth pasted over. A lot of these weren't very quality made books, so it's common to find them falling apart, but a lot of these have had nice repairs done. Chimney Corner Stories. Rhymes for a Happy Childhood. Let's see, Merry Playtime Stories. The Good Luck Storybook, again, published by McLaughlin. Young Folks Christmas Album. Childhood's Happy Hours. And the last one, you got the Chatterbox for 1885. Again, most of these got used by kids and just got destroyed. So I'm glad the previous owner had repaired a lot of them. But it was very common to find kids' books from this era just falling apart. Alright, I'm not sure what's up with this box. This is a very strange sized box for books. I don't know if it's just packed in there weird or are they big books. I do not know. Let's see, we got some more Leather's Popular Monthly. Here we go. We got a couple more Harper's. That one's 1894. And then we got Harper's 1876. Again, these are highly illustrated. They were illustrated by many of the famous artists of the day. Frederick Remington, A.B. Frost, Thomas Nast. There you go. Got a map of the gold regions of the Black Hills, showing the scene of the massacre of General Custer's troops. So 1876, I think. Was Custer's last stand in 1876? Could be. Again, really great artwork and all these. There's many of these got cut up over the years and framed. I mean, great prints by famous artists. Let's see if there's a Christmas one. That's the one we all care about. December 23rd. December 23rd. Oh, there we go. Oops. You didn't see that, did you? Vanity Fairness. I'm not sure who that one's by. Let's see. We just want to see Santa. Well, I don't see Santa in this one. I figured... Oh, here we go. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Oh, that one's by Thomas Nast. I've seen, when I looked up some of the last ones, some of just the single-page prints or double-page Thomas Nast illustrations were selling for over $100. But I'm going to leave those books together, and someone can buy them and do what they want. I don't get too sentimental if people want to remove prints from books, but I know most sellers kind of feel like they should stay with the book. But if you have that book on your shelf, some people would rather just have a cool illustration or map hanging on the wall and share it, use it for decor. But that's a very taboo thing to say in the book world. Same with atlases. People want to keep atlases together as much as possible. If it's missing some maps, I guess then it's okay to cut them apart and use them. David and Nancy's Train Ride. Again, a box of old Victorian kids' books. Chatterbox, 1884. Chatterbox, 1892. I think someone was just asking me if I had any Chatterbox. And and at the time I didn't. 1925 Chatterbox, 1930, 1899. I think these are all going to be Chatterbox except for this little handful. The Language of Flowers by Kate Green, or illustrated by Kate Greenway. Hollow Tree Stories by Albert Bigelow Payne. Happy Hours. And Patty Paul's Four Adventures of the Prairie Dog with the Red Coat. Very unique name on that one. I don't know if I've ever seen another kid's book about a prairie dog, especially one with a red coat. Very unique. Alright, I might speed through some of the kids' books boxes. They're not the most exciting. Alright, this one is marked Rare Books, box number 41. Let's see what we got in box number 51. Alright, it looks like it is a set of the works of James Fenimore Cooper. Looks like maybe a 10-volume set. Not too exciting, plus a green book. This is that emerald type green that everyone wonders, is it poisonous? I do not know. Let's see, The Floral Surf Souvenir, a perennial gift with complete floral dictionary, 1841. Let's see. Introduction. I don't see a contents page. You always got to check to make sure these don't have any Edgar Allan Poe in them, because that makes them a little extra special. Let's see. Floral Souvenir. That one's really cool. Again, people worry about the green because some of the inks from that era, kind of from the 1830s to 1860s, some of the inks contained arsenic and other harmful chemicals. Though I don't really think you got to worry about getting sick from touching the green books. There's I think it's a university that's in charge. It's called the Poison Book Project. They're testing some of the green books from the kind of the mid 1800s to see if the dye used in the cloth is poisonous. And even if it is poisonous, I don't think you need to worry about health effects. I guess that's bad advice. Ask your doctor. The World We Lived In. Sunday Reading for the Young. Another Sunday, 1883, Babyland. Fireside Stories for Young People. The Dandy Book for Children. One Syllable Primer. Again, great Victorian era stuff. Billy Whiskers in Camp. Our Kettlelot picture book. Girl's Book of Treasures. I think I tried selling some kind of Victorian era fairy tale books like this, Mother Goose and stuff, and I don't know, I can't get too much interest in them. I don't know if that market is slowly dying off or what. Gems for Children. And again, most of these have all the classics. Three Little Bears, Hansel and Gretel, stuff like that. Some of the classic fairy tales. Cinderella. All Aboard for Sunrise Lands. Censored The Goat. The Glad Year Round. Nursery Friends from France. Nursery Friends from Holland. And Nursery Pictures from Japan. Those are a little later. Not quite Victorian era, maybe more Edwardian. Again, I will be selling all these kids' books on my eBay page. I am eBay seller Animal at 52. If you don't know, I auction stuff off. Starting at $1 plus shipping and no reserves. I don't know. It's very, 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 very seldom that I put a reserve on a book. Because I think the reserves kind of kill the excitement of the auction. Yeah, if you're going to do an auction with a reserve, I think you're better off just doing a buy it now. I think it kind of kills the anticipation if an auction has a reserve. People don't get as exciting thinking they're going to get a deal. All right, that's a big one. Oh, the London News, 1865. January to June, 1865. Oh, when was Lincoln assassinated? Was it April? I don't remember. But the Illustrated London News, again, people will buy these for the Civil War contents. Does anyone know what month Lincoln was assassinated? I would assume the Illustrated London News would be plastered with that the week after Lincoln was killed. I'm thinking it's April. Okay, here's April 1865. Anyone in the chat know what month Lincoln was killed? Or the date specifically? I don't see anything, so maybe it was after April. I've got another Illustrated London News, 1865. This is volume 47. I think that is volume... That's January to June. Let's see, this is July to December. Come on, Lincoln. I would assume this one has the issue with the Lincoln assassination. Let's see, another Illustrated London News, July to December 1861. So you're really getting into beginning of the Civil War. Here you go, I got the War in America. I'll show you. The War in America, Union troops attacking Confederate prisoners in the streets of Washington. Here we have the arrest of Mr. Faulkner, late of the U.S. Minister to France, at Brown's Hotel, Washington, on the charge of treason. So again, 1861, Illustrated London News. Great contents in this one. It is still a British newspaper, but British newspaper, but there's going to be lots of stuff on the Civil War in here. There you go. The gallant act of Commander N.B. Hewitt before... Oh, no, that's not Civil War. Ooh, that one's kind of cool. A group of animals received at the Garden of the Zoological Society. Very cool. Again, Civil War era, Illustrated London News. 1865, Illustrated London News. Still don't know when Abe Lincoln was killed. I don't know. For some reason, I think it's April, but I don't know. And 1879, Illustrated London News. Great. These, I would assume these volumes probably sell in the range of maybe 1 to 200, maybe a little bit more for the Civil War ones. But again, it's been a while since I've had any Illustrated London News. All right, we got a cube box here. And again, marked antique books. All right, we got some old stuff. We have the an old medical book. The Student's Book of Cutaneous Medicine and Disease of the Skin, 1865. So cool Civil War era. Oh, the American Lawyer's Form Book, 1853. Oh, and this is the one that has all the maps. Actually, I just sold a copy of this to a map dealer in Chicago. Maybe it was last summer he bought it, so maybe I'll set that one aside for him. I think he'll be interested. Routledge's Every Boy Annual, 1867. Again, a lot of British publications. Looks like a medical dictionary, a very old one. Let's open it on up. Again, the owner of this collection was a physician and a book dealer and a bookbinder. The Lexicon Medicium, or medical dictionary, containing an explanation of the terms in anatomy, physiology, the practice of physic, materia medica, chemistry, pharmacy, surgery, and midwifery, by Robert Hooper, 1822. Can you believe this book is 222 years old? Spine repairs, but that's all right. The Preceptor. Ooh, this is an early one. The Preceptor, containing a general course of education wherein the first principles of polite learning are laid down. This is volume 2, published in 1783, and it says that it has 12 maps. 12 maps. There we got an old medical botany chart. Let's see, where are these maps hiding? In the back? No. Oh, there's a, nope, that's a animal illustration. Again, 1780s. Let's see, there's another, there we go, we got an ostrich, and a bat, and an eagle, and a goose. I still don't see the maps, but there are several plates in here, it looks like. Alright, there we got a big old whale, and some, zoological anomalies. I don't know what that thing is. And you got the fish. Look at how big that whale is. You got two people standing on it. Then you got the tortoise as well. Again, 1780s. This is just volume 2, but hopefully we can track down volume 1 as well. Homes of American Authors. A nice full leather binding. Beautiful leather binding on that one. The Book of Nature, Volume 2, 1826. The Book of Nature by John Mason Good, in 2 volumes, 1826. Don't see any illustrations. And then here's Volume 1. Excellent. Got the complete set of those. Universal Formulary. This is a cool old pharmacy book, old medical book. It's been a while since I've had any really good medical books. The Universal Formulary, containing the methods of preparing and administering officinal and other medicines, by R. Egglesfeld Griffith, 1866. Cool old pharmacy book. With some great old medical recipes. Boom, boom, boom. Gems from Judge. That's the Judge magazine. The Boys and Girls magazine, 1849. Is this an Oddfellows? Let's see. Yep, the Oddfellows offering for 1850. Again, with some great plates in there. Let's see, the spine's been repaired on this one. Doctor and Student, or Dialogues between a Doctor of Divinity and a Student in the Laws of England, published in 1792. That's very cool. Again, great early stuff. Maidenhood and Motherhood. Maidenhood and Motherhood, or The 10 Phases of a Woman's Life by John D. West, 1887. London Magazine, 1745. No illustrations in that one. Rivers and Streams of England. Oh, there we go. That's a cloth one. The Comprehensive Gazetteer. There you go. We got the big old folding map of Africa for the frontispiece. That one was published in Glasgow in 1861. Again, lots of great folding maps. Looks like we got a map of Australia. Nope, we got a map of, we got Palestine, Australia, or Australasia as they call it. And it looks like Egypt down there as well. Interesting combination of locations. Got a couple old Bible commentaries, some big leather ones. The Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testament. This is volume 2 that covers the first book of Kings to Proverbs, 1852. And then looks like volume 1 covers Genesis to 2 Samuel. Well, that was a great box. I mean, so many of these books are probably $40 to $50 books. And again, if they weren't repaired, they would be halfway worthless. Except for the really early stuff. Most of them are probably halfway common titles. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're from. What do we got? Oh, we got some Graham's magazines. We got Peterson's. We got Young Folks. Graham's magazine. 1843. Now this one, let's see. The early Graham's magazines. Oh, it has Poe right there. That was easy. Okay, we got Review of Wyandotte by James Fenimore Cooper. That was a review by Edgar Allan Poe. See that top line right there? Mr. Edgar Allan Poe. See if there's any. There's also a poetry section. So this one, I think if it wasn't for having the Poe, it probably wouldn't be too valuable. But people love to collect. I mean, some of Poe's writings were only published in these different publications. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. Got the Edgar Allan Poe. We got the Peterson's magazine from 1870. This one should have some color plates, some great fashion plates. And if it doesn't, it's not as exciting. Let's see, there's the print, but then there's some actual, I believe, hand-colored illustrations. And I don't see any of the fashion plates. Still lots of great fashion illustrations anyway. But people really like the hand-colored plates. We got the Christian Counselor. We got our Young Folks magazine. We got Wide Awake. We got another Eugene Field, Maxfield Parrish. We got Football, A Technique and Tactic. I don't sell too many early football books, but that one's 1924. Early football. Got a little Bible. Eminent Americans by Benson Lawson. The Parlor Annual. Looks like that one's kind of falling apart. Let's see if that one has any Poe. Nope, I don't see it. Oh, Shepherd of the Hills, Harold Bell Wright. I saw a lot of Harold Bell Wright here. And one more Graham's magazine. Nice leather Graham's magazine from 1848. Let's see if we can find any Poe in this one. Oh, here we go. We got two. We got Marginalia. Two of them. Oh, no. Yeah, three. Okay, we got Poe, page 23. Page 178. Let's see. My eBay customers are going to go crazy over this one, I think. Any early Edgar Allan Poe people go crazy for. See, here's an interesting one. To the Author of The Raven by Miss Harriet B. Winslow. To the Author of The Raven. Interesting stuff. And again, it's not too often that I get to buy box after box after box of early stuff. Some of it's not the best condition in the world, but that's okay. We can be a little forgiving for the really old stuff. Ooh, that's a heavy bugger. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday so far. Dang, those two are heavy. I'm guessing that means it's some bound magazines, some Harpers or something like that. That stuff just has some extra heft to it. All right, here we got some magazine type stuff. So we have the Quiver. Oh, we got Hill's Educator. That's a pretty one. I don't know if I've ever had that edition. We got Outlook Magazine 1919. I would assume this one has all kinds of World War I contents. Yep. The Cathedral at Reims before the war. I would assume this one's full of World War I stuff. Yeah, lots of great World War I content. Oh, we got a little Shakespeare. Don't know if that one's too exciting. We got the Fritz Eldridge Expert Typewriting. We got the Boy's Own Annual from, let's see, Volume 12. The great folding color frontispiece. Well, not the greatest, I suppose. 1889. And Frank Leslie's Popular Monthly, 1876. So again, early stuff. Definitely can't go wrong with some of this stuff being this early. If you don't know, you should not store books with the spines up like that. It's tough on the binding and the inside hinges. Definitely prone to damage. Again, if you're watching, feel free to hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Free to hit the subscribe button. All right, some more old kids books. We have The Friendship's Gift, Cinderella, Little Toddy, Cinderella Left Without a Mother. Had to go live with her horrible cousins. Cinderella dressing her sisters, getting them ready for the ball. Let's see, I hope there's an illustration of the king's son welcomes Cinderella. I wanted to see an illustration of the stagecoach. And Cinderella tries the slipper. The Pleasant Land of Play. Heidi, good old Heidi. Aunt Sophie's Boys and Girls. Got another Billy Whiskers. Infant's Delight, with some very amateur sewn repairs. Let's see, Little Gray Sparrow, Jumping Joan, Pillow Time Tales, Black Beauty, Three Little Pigs. A lot of this stuff, maybe I think I'm going to put a lot of this stuff kind of on Whatnot. The Colored Nursery Picture Everyday Book. That one's early. Let's see. The Colored Nursery Picture Everyday Book series. The first book. Wow. Great hand color artwork in these. I don't see a date. I would guess 1850s, maybe 1860s. And again, some great hand coloring. Story of a Donkey. Dun, dun, dun. The Little Lame Prince. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Oh, here's a nice leather one. The Lays of Rome by Macaulay. Come on, where's the Alice in Wonderland? We got Bobbsey Twins. We got a few Bobbsey Twins. I haven't seen a single copy of Alice in Wonderland. There's got to be some good Alice hiding in here somewhere. I'm guessing anyway. Aunt Jane's Verses for Children by Jane Crewdson, 1859. Oh, excuse me. Wowza. Must be a little dusty. I'll be a little disappointed if there's not any Alice in Wonderland. There just has to be. With this much, with like 25 more boxes of kids' books, there absolutely has to be some Alice in Wonderland. This was a very expensive purchase. Honestly, they named the price, and I only had to go through like 10 or 15 boxes to know that as long as the rest of the stuff isn't complete junk, it would be a good purchase. We got some more Popular Monthly. These are a little on the rough side. Let's see what year. We got 1894. Oh, that one's a little better. Top two were taped. I was a little worried that they were all going to be kind of junky, but I think just the top two were taped up. And that is a very, very heavy box. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Sorry, it looks like I'm missing some of the chats. I don't know why they're not showing up. They're showing up on my computer, but I don't see them. Okay, thanks, Miss Lachey, for telling me when Abe Lincoln died. Susan Sullivan loves Victorian children's books. Well, Susan, you're definitely going to want to buy a few of these. And then Miss Lachey asked, if I was forced to sell books through only one avenue for a year, which avenue would it be and why? In the store, eBay, or whatnot? Well, I will say that I started out on eBay. I sold on eBay exclusively for over 10 years just out of my house. And that was very profitable. And then I bought the commercial building almost 3 years ago now and opened the bookstore here. I love selling books locally, but it's not the most profitable thing in the world. My local sales here at the bookstore versus online my local sales only make up like 15 to 20% of my income. So it would be extremely difficult to make a decent living just selling here at the store. So if I had to choose an avenue, it would probably be eBay. And then maybe I would try some Whatnot. But again, Whatnot's kind of iffy as far as a customer base, but it's slowly growing. And I'm hoping to do some more Whatnot sales here in the next couple months. The works of Flavius Josephus by William Whiston, complete in 2 volumes, 1835. We got both volumes, volume 1 and 2, with some spine repairs. Pretty nice. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why your chats aren't showing up here, but they're showing up on my computer. Diseases of the Horse, or Diseases of Horses. Wow, this is an early one. A Treatise on the Disease of Horses by William Gibson, published in 1754. Man, I've always wanted a copy of this. I swear, for years and years. And I've seen them on eBay. I wonder if this one has multiple illustrations or just the frontispiece. Yeah, nope. We got some anatomy illustrations. Wow, I've always wanted a copy of these. And actually, this is just volume 1. Sorry, some of these might be a little graphic. The anatomy of the leg. That is very cool. 1754. Let's say a prayer that volume 2 is in here, but I would think it would have been right next to it, and I don't see it, so we may have just had volume 1 there. Gentleman's Magazine, 1827, 1838, Annual Register, 1794. I don't know if anything overly interesting happened in 1794. Gentleman's Magazine, 1768 and 1769. So some 1760s. Again, I know some of these have maps. They all have illustrations, but some of them have maps. Here's a view of the barges conducting his Danish Majesty from Whitehall to the Temple. Not the most exciting plate. Bum, bum, bum. I just really want to find one with some maps. No luck yet. Keep trying. Times Telescope for 1820, and Guide to the Almanac, Astronomical. That's cool. An early astronomy, zodiac type astrology. Times Telescope for 1820, a complete guide to the almanac containing an explanation of saints' days and holidays, astronomical occurrences in every month, published in 1820. I actually had I think it was more of an astronomy zodiac almanac from the 1750s that I sold a couple months ago. That brought crazy money. Annual Register for 1812. That one probably has some stuff on the War of 1812. That one's pretty cool. Imperial Gazetteer of Scotland, Volume 2 and Volume 1. Excellent. Let's hope it's complete in 2 volumes. Yep, I think this is A to G. I assume that's the rest of it. And again, lots of great maps. Pretty nice condition overall. And last one looks like a very old prayer book. Private Prayer for Every Day in the Week by Greek Devotions of Bishop Andrews, published in 1730. As you can see, some paper repair. Most of the title page is probably missing, so he did some nice repairs there. Otherwise pretty decent. Nicely rebound. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday so far. It's been a busy day. It was about an hour and a half drive each way. I got there at about 10 this morning, headed home. I mean, it didn't take more than an hour to get stuff loaded into the U-Haul. Got it home, got it unloaded. Unloading was a major project. Huge thank you to Julie and Everett for helping me load it there. And then I trucked it home, got 90 some boxes unloaded here. I unloaded some in the storage shed. And now I'm live, and at some point, this is kind of in the middle of my entrance area to my bookstore. There's the front door, so at some point I need to get these moved to the back because they cannot stay there. But the bookstore's not open till Wednesday, so I got tomorrow and Tuesday to kind of get my stuff figured out a little bit. Looks like we got a pile of Mentor magazines. Let's see. Serials 25 to 48 from 1913. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mentor magazines. Not the most exciting. Not the most exciting. Again, if you don't know, I'm eBay seller, Animal at 52. Most of these will be up for auction. Suppose I could hold it up there for a second so you can actually read it. Animal Vet 52. Most of these will be up for auction here in the next few weeks. Merry Jingles. Small Songs for Small Singers. Girls. Bedtime Stories. Wow, that one's great. Rumpelstiltskin. Got a big Mother Goose, another big Mother Goose, another big Mother Goose. The Sugar Plum Tree and other verses. We got Puss in Boots. Animal Stories. Ooh, The Night Before Christmas, just in time for Christmas. People's Physical Geography. Little Leather Breeches and other Southern rhymes. Oh, we got another big Mother Goose. More Mother Goose, more Mother Goose. Oh, here's a really old one. Peeps into Pictureland. That one's 1880s or 1890s, I think. Oops. Hey, Dawn, how's it going? Welcome. Where are you from, Dawn? I don't recognize your name. Yeah, I know this is a lot of stuff, but I'll probably have most of these sold like in a matter of a month. The Graphic Magazine, 1906, and the other one's 1908. I don't know if I've had any of these. These are big. That's like 16 inches tall, at least. The Graphic Magazine. Let's see what this is all about. An illustrated weekly newspaper. We got 1906 and 1908. I don't know what's overly exciting about these. Here we got a wreck chart of the British Isles for the year 1903-1904, showing the shipwrecks. That's pretty cool. Got some Edwardian fashion. Got a huge 2-page print, a band in the Belfry Gallery. Huh. So it looks like it's a mix of art. Here we got a rugby match. We got some artwork. Looks like a mix of art, literature, science, history, kind of current day stuff. I don't know what those are worth, but they're huge. Trying to pull boxes that aren't kids' books because there's legitimately another 20 boxes of kids' books boxes over there. All right, this looks like a box of stuff that maybe hasn't been repaired yet. Let's see, I think there's 2 of these volumes that have seen the better days, but they're very old. History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, Volume 6, 1851. There's one more volume of those. Definitely have seen better days. We got an old songbook, The Choral Union. This may not be the most exciting book in the world. House and Herd. German book. 1877. Not the most exciting title. Common School Lessons. That one's kind of on the rough side. We got Bible Symbols, again in German. This definitely isn't the most exciting book. The Lady's Wreath. Oh, someone paid $2 for that one. And the sticker came off pretty easily. That's good. What's the year on that one? Circa 1860. Probably not the most exciting book. Some of these are pretty rough. That was a very unexciting box. Sorry about that. junk. That is the first box that most of the stuff has been pretty well on the junky side. Most of that was like 3 seconds from being garbage worthy. The Learning Library. Okay, this looks like another box of almost junk. Okay, we got a Packers football book. Clean and Lean. Garbage. Exploring Scotland. Possibly Garbage. Encyclopedia and Dictionary of Medicine, Nursing, and Applied Health, 5th edition, garbage. I think that whole box is going in the garbage, except the Packer book. Maybe the Guide to Landscaping. That box is mostly garbage. Uh-oh. Not a good sign. But that is the first box that stuff has been very mediocre quality. Very mediocre. Let's see. Got that one. Again, I'm opening most of the stuff for the first time. I looked at through a few boxes, and we made the deal. So I have pretty limited idea of what to expect in some of these. Bum, bum, bum. What do we got? Comprehensive Geography. Harper's Weekly, 1904. Okay. I have no idea how like the early 1900s Harpers sell. I don't think I've ever sold them. 1902 Harpers. All right. Wild Flowers of the Pacific Coast. Again, this one's not the greatest condition in the world. I think if it was in nice condition, it'd be worth maybe $150, but as is, not too valuable. We got Truth Magazine. Looks like we got a couple of these Truth magazines. $18.99. So this one's probably gonna have some Spanish American War stuff. Lots of great color art too. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, some sort of scrapbook. Someone took a book, an old ledger, pasted newspaper articles in it. Oh, this next one is a big bugger. What is it? It is another the Graphic Magazine, 1901. That thing is huge. Huge. Whew, I am not looking forward to shipping some of that stuff. Again, I don't have a ton of room in my storage area in the back, so I think I'm going to have to pile this right to the ceiling. And I swear, I'm always working on getting rid of as much stuff as possible to make room, but it just never can't keep up. Draper's Self-Culture, looks like there's a few of those. Looks like there's a set of Sir Walter Scott. Not the most exciting stuff in this box. The Parlor Annual. Let's see if there's a year on that one. Parlor Annual for 1848. Some more Sir Walter Scott. Well, that box wasn't too exciting. There's a few more of those big boxes that I want to crack open right away. I'm not sure what's in them, but they all say rare books. So, all right, looks like we got some more of those. History of Rome. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we made it this long without getting to the beat up, damaged stuff. Yeah, this stuff's in pretty rough condition. Pretty rough. Maybe someone will buy it for if they do art projects or something. Hopefully they can find something productive to do with some of the damaged stuff. Give me 2 seconds. I do want to pull out some of those bigger boxes that I think are going to have really cool stuff in, but I don't overly know. All right, these say rare books, so hope that's a good sign. All right, we have the Scientific American, 1911. Sounds pretty cool. Oh, cool. There's some great Book of Drawings by A.B. Frost. I wonder if hopefully there's some Frederick Remington. Yours truly, 100 illustrations. Here's another big bugger, the Illustrated London News, 1862. So again, Civil War era stuff in that one. Got the Scientific American, 1854 to 1855. Check it out. You got the little potato planter. Got the plow. You got the flower bolt. I think that's for sifting flour. Ventilated railroad cars. Carpenter Universal Rotary Pump. This one might actually catch me by surprise how valuable the Scientific American ones are. I've sold individual magazines in the past, but I don't know if I've ever had the bound. Got a windmill, you got a little corn knife, got some sort of wheat harvester. Got Youth's Companion, 1895. Another Illustrated London News, 1859. Again, these are just full of great prints in them. Ooh, that's great. Summer, from a painting by C. Baxter. Let's see, there's another Illustrated London News, 1862. So again, all the Civil War years. Illustrated London News, 1881. And we got another Harper's Weekly. Harper's Weekly, 1864. There we go. That's what we've been looking for. A nice Civil War Harper's Weekly, 1864. And again, these are just full of maps and illustrations. And a lot of these 2-page plates. I don't know. I mean, it's been probably 6 or 7 years since I've had any of the Civil War Harpers. I know they're very valuable and highly sought after, so hopefully my customers fight over them. I also like my customers to get deals sometimes, you know. Keeps them coming back and checking for more if they can get a few deals. All right, I think I'm gonna do one more box, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Trying to figure out what to do with all this stuff. All right, what do we got? We got some big buggers. the Frank Leslie's Holiday Album, 1876 to 1877. A straw. Ooh, this is cool. 1876 Holiday Album. That's a great print. Come on, where's Santa? We want to see Santa. Great artwork in here, though. Wow. Utah, train of cars on the Union Pacific Railroad snowbound in a drift near Ogden. Harvesting in winter, operation of ice cutting on the Hudson River. Holiday games at Richmond, Virginia. Come on, where's Santa? We need Santa. We just want to see Santa. I didn't see any Santa so far. That's crazy. Great artwork otherwise. Dang, no Santa. Got a big Maxfield Parish poster book. We got a Currier and Ives. I wonder, there's got to be some if they have these huge books, there's got to be some Frederick Remington. The Passing Snow drawings by A.B. Wenzel. Here we go. Drawings by Frederick Remington. These are the ones everyone wants. Got another A.B. Frost. Another A.B. Frost. Kind of seen the better days. Apparently they really liked A.B. Frost. We got Frank Leslie's Monthly. We have a little book holder shelf. A couple of them. We have Leslie's Illustrated 1863. So obviously it's going to have the Civil War stuff. And last one, Illustrated London News. Let's get a year on that big bugger. 1860. Very cool. Well, thank you all for watching. I got another 50 boxes to go through, but it's been an hour and 40 minutes, so let's call it a night. Again, I appreciate y'all watching. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you didn't see last Sunday, I did a huge unboxing as well, showing off a lot of this stuff that I picked up. And also, I did a video showing off some Black Americana books and ephemera that also came from this collection. So, thank you all for watching. Have a great night.